Hi, my loves. How are we doing? You need to be reminded again that never at any point in your life is it ever your loss. Okay? Per usual, if this doesn't apply to you, sit right with you. You don't want to hear what I have to say. That is okay. I will be back some other time. What is this? It's never your loss. Why do you need to be reminded of this again? What's going on in that little thick head of yours? What's going on? I already saw that. It's not... Oh. Okay, so then at the bottom of the deck, I got the Temperance in reverse, and then the King of Pentacles. That's peeking out right there. Yeah. Page of Swords. That's where I saw it flip over like this. I'm like, I already know where this is going. I don't think that you are in this mindset at all doing this, oh my gosh, I can't leave or, live or breathe without somebody. You're not doing that. But I do think you are still trying to specifically understand somebody. You're trying to understand why maybe somebody did what they did, or why did you leave, or why did they leave, whatever it's applying about for you. You haven't made peace with it. And like I said, again, very general, I don't know if you're on this journey of trying to forgive this person, again, trying just to find peace. I think that you need to find peace within yourself. I think this collective, you're still in this mode right now. You're trying to make sure unintentionally, and this may sound funny, that you're at peace with it, but so are they. Not that all the way you're, like I said, doing the, I hope they're okay, but it's I think that you feel like in order for balance to happen, for true harmony to happen, you both got to feel okay about something. No, you got to feel okay, but you don't. And you can't help that, and that's okay. But again, I'm hearing at never point is it ever your loss. Literally, Ace of Swords in reverse. That's exactly what I'm talking. You're not seeing clearly on the situations, but as it sounds, I don't think you've seen the lesson behind it quite yet. Let me see what else is going on. And then the Nine of Wands. And at the bottom of the deck, I got the Six of Swords in reverse. That's where I'm saying I got two cards essentially resembling of you haven't moved on from a situation quite yet. And that is completely okay. By the end of the day, you clearly dealt with somebody that may be a little bit Peter Pan syndrome, a little bit immature. This is somebody that refused to see you. See your worth, see you for who you are. You constantly had to put up your sword with them. You constantly were very defensive with them, or you tried to defend yourself all the time. And maybe at one point, this collective, you could have been the one to finally cut the cord. Yes, you could have been the one to walk away, or you are the one that finally said, you know what, we're done. I think you finally dropped that sword and you walked away. I don't think you're trying to attack this person or trying to go after them, seek revenge. I think do not make it fit. You're in this mode of I'm trying to make peace with it. But again, with that, it's never my loss. That part may be trickling in. Maybe did I lose somebody good? Maybe they were a benefit in my life. Are they okay with it? Am I okay with it? I'm not. Maybe, and it's an unintentional thing. It's you want this person back into your energy again to solve that problem. No, baby. You're straining your bread. Why am I saying that? You're straining your head, but why did I say bread? Bread is significant. Maybe you need to go get some bread. You're out. Or money. I just said that. You need to go get some. You're out. Get your money. Stop. A notification came up as I said that. Quit worrying, I'm sorry, babies, about if this person's okay with you or okay with the situation or they're not. I think, let me see what more is this. I think you're worried about what is that? What are you doing? What are you doing? Okay, so then I got the Seven of Pentacles in reverse and then the Page of Pentacles in reverse. That's what I'm saying. I don't think you're in this mode, like I said, of revenge or anything, or you're even in this spot of I hope they forgive me or I hope they're okay with me. I think you're kind of still in this mode of clearly this is a reading of there has been time past there. Maybe this is a no contact separation. And even if you are in contact with this person, it's like very little to none. I think you're still very curious if they've grown, if they have evolved. And I think, I'm going to be honest, it doesn't give you, I think this person hasn't grown hardly at all, or hasn't done as much inner work as you have, and it bothers you, and that's what's really stopping you from moving forward with your life. This is clearly somebody, with the way I feel, I feel heavy right now, like right here in my chest. I feel like it honestly breaks this collective's heart a little bit that this person won't not just grow up for you, but grow up for themselves. That's what I'm saying with that Page of Swords. Like, you could be dealing with somebody that's in their Peter Pan syndrome, the boy who refused to grow up. Gender doesn't matter when I say that. And you're I can't help it, you're defensive about that. I think you're having a hard time accepting that this person simply refuses to grow up. They're not changing, baby. And I think that part's breaking your heart. I don't think you're all the way through in this mindset of like, I want them back, or I think you just truly want the best for them. And I think you can wish someone the best for them, but it doesn't mean they've grown up or changed. And I think there's a small trickle of you that hopes they do, that hopes that maybe they come back. And now, and again, I feel like this collective, you don't know about this person. And I think that maybe there is a fear of, are they changing for somebody else? Are they going to change for somebody else? Maybe they don't. They just go to, if they do, doesn't matter. They go to somebody who will tolerate their behavior. And if I have to make this comment for a reason, and I saw this on my feed, and it was a woman saying a man will choose the easier girl over their dream girl. I don't know why somebody needed to hear that. And it's true. Because the dream girl has standards. They want you to come. Look, that's your book. You and your book of standards. These are the qualities, and this person can't even give you a pinnacle. And I feel like that's finally sitting in with you. Like, dang. And baby, they don't change for somebody else. They just find somebody that will tolerate it. Six of Pentacles in reverse, what I just say? They're not going to go find somebody that's going to give them an equal take. No! You challenge the system. You challenge them to grow. They refuse to, baby, that's on them. It has nothing to do with you. You got to go find peace within yourself about this. It's fair to say you love this person, but this person also is clearly not meeting you in the middle. And they're not going to. And and if you watch my readings religiously, you know what I feel about waiting on somebody. Waiting is your worst enemy. And I think maybe you have been in your waiting period for a while when it comes to this individual, and they're telling you, drop the one, you have to let that go. For a lot of you, again, you don't maybe know all the way what this person's up to or what's going on in their life, but you know deep in your gut this person hasn't changed much. And you need to make peace with that. You're still holding on to that sword, even some time apart of, well, maybe they'll grow up, and there is that fear of what they do for somebody else, they won't. They don't. You don't. So in a lot of ways, I'm seeing a lot of pride here when it comes to this person. This person will settle for easier than put their pride to the side. Literally the devil. Are you kidding me? They would rather, I'm sorry, you have to accept they will choose other people, other things, than to grow within themselves. Can they eventually grow up later in life? Yes. But it could very much be too late. I'm going to be blunt. I'm talking years. What does this collective need to hear in order to make peace with it? Because clearly you're still consumed by this person. King of Cups. The Lovers. You have to be open. That somebody will come in and give you what's best for you. And sometimes what's best for you is really letting this person go. You have to find peace, not for this other individual, but for yourself. You've grown. They haven't. And you have to come to terms with that. You need somebody that's in your